Good morning. Today we're talking about the discipline of service. Hopefully, a very deep and powerful discipline for us in the missionary church. The deeper point that pops out to me in Foster's book is that he probes a difference between serving and being a servant. And so I'd like to expound on that to the difference between serving God and being a servant of God. When we serve God, we choose when, how, and who to serve. We put up the limitations. We can be ignorant and blind to whole areas. Even when we choose to serve well, and even when we choose to serve with a good heart, we still hold autonomy. We can say this is enough. We can say they no longer deserve it. But when we are a servant of God, we hold the freedom to let God protect us and care for us and tell us when we've had enough. And so often I see in myself conditions upon my service, conditions, even if it's just to make me feel thanked or encouraged or that somebody saw it. And when we choose to be a servant of God, we no longer seek after man's rewards and praise. And Jesus in this, I often think about the miracle at the wedding, that they just need more wine and that his mother asks for it. And what a humble way for the Son of God to serve man than to give them more drink to celebrate. But I often think also of when he healed the shriveled hand on the Sabbath. Afterwards, after he's done being criticized for that miracle, there is a quote of the prophet Isaiah that starts off, "Here is my servant, whom I have chosen, the one I love, in whom I delight." Jesus' service is still to this date world renowned. And so what happens as Christians, a life without service? And unfortunately, it is an offense to the world and a poor testimony of Jesus. We become hypocrites if we are even pretending at all. We can get so lost in the mind, in the right, in piety, that we forget how to get our hands dirty, that we forget who we're actually supposed to be serving. We think that somehow serving the church is different from serving the diseased, the poor, the needy, the ill-tempered, the poorly spoken, the people who might take advantage. But a life with service grows humility, perseverance, a sharing of the heart of Christ by doing the work of Christ alongside him. It is so encouraging and beautiful to see the people of God serve well, who are servants, hands and feet of God, moving powerfully today. Lord, I would just pray that we would be your hands and feet, that we would not just think of that as an ideal, God, but that we would look every moment of every day to how we could be serving the people around us, at work, on our walks, our family and friends, the people who are difficult to love. Lord, that you would show us their needs and that you would give us your heart to do it. Amen.